According to the doctor, Gwen Stefani is under pressure to look young and may have scheduled an appointment for Blake to receive Botox. Dr. Richard Westreich, a plastic surgeon, explained to the U.S. Sun after examining photographs of Blake Shelton. Being a pop star, Gwen faces a lot of pressure to be young, fashionable, and glamorous. Blake, on the other hand, is a country music performer with a distinct brand, so it wouldn't be a good idea if he started to become too sophisticated. It's very likely that Blake occasionally underwent a small amount of Botox treatment for the voice, but only on his forehead, which usually prevents males from looking angry. According to my knowledge of spouses, partners, and aging, Blake may have received Botox since Gwen may have scheduled the procedure. While serving as singing coaches on The Voice in 2014, Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton became friends. The two apparently began to get along in 2015 as they bonded over their individual divorces. Gavin Rossdale, a rock star with whom Gwen had 3 children, and she parted up that summer. Blake and Miranda Lambert's marriage was ending around the same time. Blake and Gwen got engaged in 2020, and they got married the following year. Despite assertions to the contrary, many fans view Blake and Gwen as an unlikely celebrity couple. One is a fashion icon, while her more laid-back and low-key country musician husband Blake couldn't care less about his appearance. Gwen enjoys her glittery and flawless red carpet looks and is known to take the utmost care of her image. Gwen even said that she didn't know who he was when they first met. In September 2019, she admitted to Andy Cohen on his SiriusXM radio program, "I didn't even know he existed until the episode. I didn't even realize he was a human on this earth," the speaker said. The two appeared to be gradually beginning to influence one another's appearance and fashion preferences by the year 2020. "I really have a bunch of cowboy boots now, and I have an old pair that are now 5 years old because that's how long Blake Shelton and I have been hanging out," the singer of Don't Speak revealed on Jimmy Kimmel Live. That August, Dr. Westreich, an expert in facial plastic surgery with more than 13 years of expertise who practices in New York, adds that Blake perhaps also wouldn't have gotten the Botox if he hadn't been on The Voice. Gwen might have asked her husband to have Botox, as other women would do for their husbands, and possibly because she enjoys her procedures. The women frequently start the argument and then schedule the Botox appointments. Who knows what Gwen will suggest for Blake next? Gwen's appearance has likewise changed significantly over time. The 53-year-old has never confirmed any of the allegations that she had Botox, fillers, a facelift, a chin implant, and other cosmetic procedures. Gwen's puffy appearance by the end of 2022 sparked conjecture that she might have been choosing treatments such routine Botox, fillers, and skin tightening operations, which are believed to help prevent future and complete facelifts. Blake appears to be much older than Gwen, despite the fact that she is. Blake appears older than Gwen, who is 53 but doesn't appear that elderly. Otherwise, I believe Blake's attitude on his appearance is pretty average for a man of his age. He also exhibits stereotypical male behaviors. Men tend to put on weight as they reach their 40s or are above 40. They will soon begin to lose their jawlines. Their eyelids will develop a little heavy. Blake had pretty heavy eyelids to begin with and looks very typical with the jawline change, although from the images, it probably looks a little early. The majority of the time, people try to conceal that by growing beards as Blake has. Beards add contrast, making the jawline appear slightly less full. Therefore, I believe everything that is happening for him is really quite typical. When I look at pictures of Blake, the major things I see are signs of natural aging, such the chin and eyelids. Although he appears to be in his 50s, I don't believe males in the music business age well. The problem is that guys face less pressure to look younger and that some anti-aging treatments may be feminizing to them. Brow lifts, face lifts, fillers, and even eye treatments performed on men can have feminizing effects. Using someone similar Blake getting Botox, it's normally because they're also bothered if they get the deep brow lines between their eyebrows. Keeping those lines would have made him look angry and given the perception that he's upset. He wouldn't have had much Botox, though. Aggressive Botox in the forehead can give men an arched eyebrow and create an appearance that's feminized. Otherwise, Blake looks really good with the gray hair.